Honda just changed the game. Again, a brand new pickup truck, rugged, reliable, and priced at just $9,999, is finally making its long-awaited debut in 2025. And no, this isn't a concept or some far-off dream. It's real, it's happening, and it's about to flip the entire pickup market on its head. Ford, Toyota, even Ram, watch out. Honda's bringing the heat with a budget-friendly beast designed for the real world. The story behind Honda's surprise $9,999 pickup truck starts with a simple but powerful trend. Americans and global consumers are sick and tired of overpriced trucks. Over the past decade, pickup trucks, once the go-to option for blue-collar workers and budget-conscious drivers, have transformed into luxury land yachts. With base model F-150s starting around $40,000 and mid-sized trucks like the Tacoma pushing $35,000 even in their simplest trims, many people have been priced out of the utility vehicle market altogether. Honda, always a brand known for its practicality and reliability, saw the massive gap in the market and decided to fill it. Not with gimmicks or flashy EV concepts, but with a no-nonsense, gas-powered, ultra-affordable truck designed for real-world users. This move couldn't come at a better time. With economic uncertainty, rising inflation, and a growing demand for smaller, fuel-efficient vehicles, Honda is seizing the opportunity to lead a category that legacy automakers have ignored for far too long. It's not about building the most powerful truck. It's about building the most accessible one. At first glance, Honda's new pickup doesn't scream powerhouse, but it doesn't have to. This is a truck built on smart engineering, with functionality leading every design decision. Early images and leaked specs suggest a compact, unibody structure, probably derived from either the Honda HR-V or a modified version of the Honda Fit platform. That means the vehicle is lighter, more maneuverable, and more fuel-efficient than any body-on-frame rivals. Its design is boxy, but intentionally so. It maximizes cargo space without sacrificing the vehicle's urban friendliness. Expect a modest cargo bed in the 4 to 4.5 foot range, perfect for hauling furniture, tools, landscaping gear, or bikes. The overall footprint will be similar to a compact SUV, which means this truck is just as comfortable in the city as it is in the countryside. There's even talk of an adventure-ready trim featuring race suspension, all-terrain tires, and a bit more rugged cladding to give buyers an affordable taste of the overlanding lifestyle. For a vehicle priced under $10,000, Honda isn't cutting corners. They're just cutting out the excess. Let's talk numbers and expectations. Honda's not marketing this as a workhorse meant to tow 10,000 pounds. Instead, the powertrain will likely be optimized for efficiency, reliability, and versatility. Most industry insiders expect the truck to come with Honda's well-known 1.5-liter turbocharged four-cylinder engine, the same engine found in the Civic and HR-V, producing anywhere between 150 to 180 horsepower and around 175 lb-ft of torque. That might not sound like much in the world of V8s and diesels, but for the target audience, urban tradespeople, rural commuters, and budget-conscious families, it's plenty. Towing capacity is estimated to be around 1,500 to 2,000 pounds, and payload will likely fall in the 1,000-pound range, enough for dirt bikes, appliances, or weekend camping gear. Perhaps most exciting, though, is the fuel economy. With a lightweight frame and smaller engine, the truck could easily exceed 35 miles per gallon, especially with Honda's efficiency-first engineering. That would make it one of the most fuel-efficient pickups ever sold in North America, completely changing how we think about daily-use trucks. If you're expecting leather seats, a panoramic sunroof, or an 18-speaker audio system, this isn't that truck. And that's exactly why it's special. Honda has stripped the interior down to its most useful components, delivering a cabin that's clean, intuitive, and refreshingly analog in a world overrun with screens and touch-sensitive everything. Expect hard-wearing cloth seats, easy-to-clean rubberized floor mats, and simple physical knobs for climate control and volume. No frustrating digital menus here. But don't mistake simplicity for lack of quality. Honda's interior materials, even in base trims, are known for their long-term durability and ergonomic excellence. The truck will still offer Apple CarPlay and Android Auto via a modest center touchscreen, along with a digital backup camera and basic driver assistance features like lane keeping assist and emergency braking. In the rear, you'll find a bench seat with folding capability, giving owners flexible storage options for groceries, gear, or work tools. Everything is where it should be, intuitive, practical, and focused on what matters most to the everyday driver. So, who exactly is Honda targeting with this $9,999 mini truck? The answer is broad, and that's part of the brilliance behind it. First, there's the entry-level buyer, high school and college students who need a vehicle that's cheap to buy, cheap to insure, and offers more utility than a subcompact car. Then there's the urban professional or small business owner, who needs a truck for deliveries or site visits, but doesn't want to shell out $600 per month for a full-size lease. Families looking for a second vehicle. Maybe one parent drives a minivan or SUV, and they want a backup car with hauling capability. We'll also find this to be a practical and affordable option. And finally, rural and suburban dwellers who don't want oversized vehicles clogging their driveways, but still need a truck for weekend projects or hobby use will love what Honda is offering. This isn't a niche vehicle. It's a multi-purpose solution that's been missing from the market for far too long. Honda saw an opening where others saw low margins, and they're betting big on the working-class driver who just wants dependability without the debt. According to leaked production schedules and global market strategy reports, Honda plans to officially launch the $9,999 pickup in Q2 of 2025, initially targeting emerging markets in Latin America and Southeast Asia, where demand for small utility trucks is soaring. However, if public response and sales metrics hit their mark, the truck could hit North American showrooms by early 2026. Honda already has the infrastructure to mass-produce compact vehicles in both Japan and Mexico, so a U.S. rollout is not only plausible, it's likely. Meanwhile, competitors are scrambling. Subaru is reportedly working on a return to the pickup scene with an electric Baja revival. Toyota is developing the IMV0, a modular truck meant for international markets. GM and Ford have shown interest in small pickups, but none have touched the sub-$10K threshold. And that's where Honda holds the trump card. If they can deliver on their promise, and all signs say they will, this little truck could redefine what entry-level means in the auto world. It's bold, it's necessary, and it's a refreshing reminder that practical engineering still matters in an industry dominated by luxury pricing and digital gimmicks. When it comes to building small, efficient, and reliable vehicles, no one has the track record Honda does. For decades, Honda has been the go-to choice for people who care more about quality and durability than flashy design or luxury branding. Think about the Civic, the Fit, or even the early CR-V, vehicles that were never the most powerful or luxurious, but consistently delivered more value than their price tag suggested. Now, Honda is applying that same philosophy to the most overlooked segment in today's market, budget trucks. While other brands have chased EVs, off-road monsters, or luxury lifestyle pickups, Honda focused on something far simpler, what the average person actually needs. That's why this move is so impactful. It's not a one-time publicity stunt. It's an extension of Honda's core mission, building dependable, efficient, and accessible vehicles for the masses. And with a global manufacturing footprint and decades of platform expertise, Honda isn't just capable of making this truck. They're the only brand that could do it right and still hit that incredible $9,999 price point. You might be asking, how in the world is Honda building a pickup for under $10,000 when most sedans cost twice that? The answer lies in smart design choices, global supply chains, and cutting out the bloat. First, they're reusing proven platforms like the Honda Fit or HR-V chassis, reducing R&D and tooling costs. Second, the truck is being built with minimal electronics and luxury features, meaning no high-cost sensors, expensive infotainment systems, or over-engineered driver assist packages. Third, Honda is expected to manufacture the truck in low-cost production hubs such as Mexico, India, or Thailand, allowing them to scale production efficiently while keeping labor and logistics expenses in check. And finally, they're not chasing margins. Honda knows this truck won't be their biggest profit generator, but it will bring in new customers, dominate emerging markets, and create brand loyalty that lasts for decades. By focusing on simplicity, efficiency, and real utility, Honda has done something no one thought possible: made a quality pickup at a price everyday people can afford. While full-size trucks dominate the headlines in the U.S., compact pickups are exploding globally. In South America, Asia, and even parts of Europe, compact pickups are the workhorses of society. Vehicles like the Chevrolet Montana, Fiat Strata, and Toyota Hilux Champ are in high demand because they combine affordability, cargo capacity, and fuel efficiency. Honda has watched this trend and realized there's massive unmet demand, even in the US, for a true compact truck that doesn't compromise on quality. And let's not forget, history is on Honda's side. In the 1980s and 1990s, many trucks like the Toyota pickup, Nissan hardbody, and even the Mazda B series were wildly popular. People loved their simplicity, price, and practicality. Then automakers abandoned the segment in favor of high-margin, oversized trucks. Honda's return to this lost territory signals something bigger. The compact truck is back, and it's coming for the mainstream. As gas prices fluctuate and urban living demands smaller footprints, these trucks will likely define the next decade of utility vehicles. While the 2025 version of Honda's compact pickup is expected to be gasoline-powered, an electric variant may not be far behind. Honda has been slowly ramping up its global EV strategy, recently partnering with Sony for the Afeela brand and pledging several new electrified platforms before 2030. This new pickup could be the perfect testbed for future EV or hybrid versions, especially in markets like Europe or California, where emissions regulations are tightening. Imagine the same compact body with a small battery pack offering 200 miles of range, perfect for city deliveries, contractors, or small business use. With battery prices slowly dropping and more consumers showing interest in budget EVs, Honda could eventually spin off a sub-$25,000 electric version, perhaps even assembled in the US to take advantage of EV tax credits. The combustion version is just the beginning of a product line that could evolve into one of Honda's most successful global platforms in the years to come. Since rumors and spy shots of this pickup surfaced online, customer excitement has been off the charts. Social media platforms like Twitter, Reddit, and car forums have exploded with speculation, praise, and even pre-order demands, even before Honda officially confirmed the model's US release. Videos covering the $9,999 price point have gone viral, with people calling it a lifesaver game changer and the truck we've been begging for. Truck owners tired of massive car payments are ready to trade down. Younger buyers who thought owning a truck was out of reach are thrilled. And even older fans of the compact truck era are seeing this as a nostalgic return to the no BS, honest pickups of the past. If Honda plays its cards right and delivers a quality vehicle at scale, this could be one of the most hyped and loved vehicle launches of the decade, proving that sometimes the best innovation is simply listening to what real people actually want. The introduction of a brand new, reliable Honda pickup truck for just $9,999 is going to send shockwaves through the used truck market. Right now, the average used truck, even one that's 10 years old with over 100,000 miles, still sells for well over $15,000 in many regions. That's largely because there's no affordable new option to challenge it. Once this Honda hits dealerships, consumers will suddenly be faced with a clear decision. Buy a decade-old truck with high mileage, outdated tech, and possible maintenance issues, or get a brand new Honda pickup with warranty coverage, fuel efficiency, and zero wear for significantly less money. That shift is going to push down prices in the used market, especially in the compact and mid-size categories. Trucks like the Nissan Frontier, Toyota Tacoma, or Ford Ranger will lose value faster, forcing dealerships and private sellers to adjust. For buyers, this is a massive win. For sellers and used lot owners, it could be the start of a serious pricing correction. In many parts of the world, and especially in rural America, vehicles are not luxury items. They're lifelines. Farmers, small-town workers, mobile tradespeople, and first responders depend on pickups to get their jobs done. But over the years, trucks have gotten so expensive that these communities have been priced out. The $9,999 Honda pickup could completely change the game. Imagine a reliable, affordable truck that doesn't require a 6-year loan or massive insurance payments. Now people in small towns, farming communities, or even third-world economies can own a brand new vehicle that suits their work and lifestyle. This isn't just about affordability. It's about economic accessibility, mobility, and independence. Honda's move is more than a market strategy. It's a quiet revolution for millions of overlooked people who just need a solid truck that gets the job done. One of the most interesting dynamics to watch will be how Honda dealerships handle this ultra-low-price truck. Dealerships traditionally rely on upselling customers, adding expensive trim packages, service plans, and accessories to drive up their profit margins. But what happens when the product itself is designed to be bare bones and affordable? Will dealers try to push buyers into more expensive models? Will inventory be limited on purpose? Or will Honda enforce strict pricing guidelines to keep things fair? There's also a chance that dealerships could mark up the price due to high demand and low supply, something that's already happened with affordable vehicles like the Ford Maverick and Chevy Trax. Consumers will need to watch for this carefully. If Honda is serious about democratizing pickup ownership, it may need to rein in dealerships and ensure that this truly stays a $9,999 truck and not a $14,000 one after unnecessary add-ons and fees. While the truck is confirmed for production in global markets, there's still some uncertainty about when or even if it will arrive in North America. Honda has a history of testing vehicles in Latin America and Southeast Asia before bringing them to the US, and it's possible they want to do the same here. However, the American market's renewed interest in compact and efficient pickups makes this a huge opportunity. The success of the Ford Maverick, the chatter around the Toyota IMV0, and the slow movement towards smaller vehicles due to economic pressure all create an opening for Honda to dominate a mostly empty segment. But it will take some adaptation. Crash safety standards, emissions regulations, and buyer preferences in the US may require Honda to tweak the platform. If the public outcry and demand are strong enough, we could very well see this truck land in North America by late 2025 or early 2026. And when it does, it may force other automakers to finally act. This $9,999 price tag doesn't just undercut the market, it destroys it. No other automaker in the US has a pickup truck even close to this price point. The Ford Maverick, currently the most affordable pickup in the US, starts around $24,000 before fees. That's more than double what Honda is offering. If the new Honda pickup gains traction, it will force other automakers to respond. Toyota might fast-track the IMV0 or consider a US-friendly version of the Hilux Champ. Chevy could try bringing the Montana to America. Even Stellantis might revisit the idea of a budget Ram 700 or Fiat Strata-based offering. In short, this truck could be the catalyst for an entire new wave of affordable pickups, something the industry hasn't seen in decades. It might even pressure lawmakers and industry leaders to rethink safety, emissions, and tariff rules that have made small trucks rare and expensive. In that sense, Honda isn't just launching a new product, they're launching a movement. In a world where cars are getting more complex, more expensive, and more disconnected from the average consumer, Honda's new $9,999 pickup is a radical reminder of what people really want: affordability, reliability, and simplicity. It's not packed with gimmicks. It's not trying to win horsepower awards. It's not being sold with a $1,000 per month lease. It's a truck for real people, students, workers, families, dreamers, who just want a vehicle that works hard and doesn't break the bank. And in 2025, that matters more than ever. This truck could become a symbol of a counter-movement against overpriced vehicles, corporate greed, and automotive overkill. If it succeeds, it won't just help Honda, it will reshape the industry. Back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, mini trucks were a lifestyle. Brands like Toyota, Mazda, Nissan, and even Chevrolet had small pickups that were not only workhorses but also customizable street icons. From slam suspensions and custom paint jobs to camper shells and bed speakers, there was an entire culture of affordable utility and fun. But over time, automakers abandoned the segment for bigger profits and bigger trucks. Honda's $9,999 pickup may be the vehicle that revives the mini truck era. It's cheap, compact, and modifiable, ideal for younger drivers, DIYers, or even a modern-day overland crowd. Enthusiasts are already buzzing online about the customization potential. Lowered stances, roof racks, upgraded tires, light bars, you name it. If Honda leans into this and offers accessories or OEM mods, they might not just create a truck, They could resurrect a movement that's been dead for decades. Let's be real. For $9,999 price tag, you can't expect full ADAS, advanced driver assistance systems, 12 airbags, or autonomous parking. But Honda knows that safety is non-negotiable, especially if this truck is coming to markets like the US and Europe. At the very least, we can expect basic safety features like ABS, traction control, electronic stability assist, a rear-view camera, and dual front airbags. Honda may also include emergency braking and lane-keeping assist on higher trims or as optional packages. But don't expect radar cruise control,